So guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to talk about dictionary objects in Python. So we'll cover how to create them, access them, update, delete key value pairs, and iterate over dictionaries. And we'll see some key methods that we are going to use in going forward classes. Uh, so let's get started on dictionary. So firstly, what is dictionary in Python? So a dictionary is nothing but a collection of key value pairs, right? Let's create a new file for dictionary and say new Python file. I'll say dictionary.py. Okay. Now, what are dictionaries? We're going to talk dictionaries. So, dictionary is a combination of key and a corresponding value to it. And like we had seen a list and tuples, right? So, what we wanted to access in list and tuples, we were accessing it using an index, whereas in dictionary, we access them using the keys, right? It is similar to a real-time dictionary where you look up a word and you find the meaning. So similarly, the word that you are looking for is the key, and the meaning that you are getting out is the value. Okay. And lastly, dictionary objects are mutable, right? So you can change it contents whenever you want. So it won't create a new object out of it, right? All right. Let's see how to create a dictionary object, right? So I'll have my underscore dictionary is equals to, I'll open a curly bracket, give my first key as name, and then colon space the actual value that I want. I'll give as Alice. Okay, give a comma. This is my first key value. Now the second one is age. So age, I'll set it as 25. Next, I want to set as city. City. Again, this should also be in inverted commas. Give a colon and set the value. I'll say Bangalore. All right. So this is how you create a dictionary. And how do you want, and if you want to print the values, you just have to print and my dictionary. Let's run this, right? So if you run this, you get the entire dictionary printed with key values, like how we declared it, right? Okay. So this is how you create a dictionary. So let's say this is my creation. The next thing we want to talk on dictionary is how to access it, right? Accessing. So we'll take the same dictionary. We'll use the same dictionary and we'll just comment this one. I don't want to print it right now, or let's keep this also for a reference, right? So while accessing, what do you have to do? You'll have to just enter the key name, right? So you'll say print my dictionary, and you'll give the key name, right? So you'll give name here, right? So this name is my key. I just gave name here, and when we run this, I'll first get this particular dictionary printed. The next thing that I'll get is the value of name, which will be Alice, right? Let's run this. See, we got Alice. So to access, you have to give the key name and the corresponding value is printed against it. Okay. Now the next thing is how do you add and update values, right? How do you add a value in this particular dictionary? So addition slash updation of values. So to do that, you'll again have to specify the key number, the key, and the corresponding value that you want to update, right? So let's add add a new key and a value, right? So how do we do it? We'll again have to write my dictionary, and what value you want. Say I want to add salary. I'll give salary is equals to the value that I want. I want to give 50,000 here. Okay. And this would be added to my dictionary. Now I'll again print my dictionary, right? So let's comment the previous examples. Let's run this. So if you see earlier, or if we want to keep the original dictionary as well, yeah. So if we run this, we'll see two dictionary printed. So it's the same dictionary here. The first one is the original dictionary that we declared. The second one is after we added salary in it, right? So that's addition. And if you want to modify something, if you want to change the values, it's the same way. Now if I want my salary to be increased, or if I want my age to be increased, so it's the same way. So you just have to copy this and say you wanted salary itself to be raised to 70,000. Okay, now let's run this. So if you see, the first time there was no salary, second time we added salary, the third time we updated it to 70,000. Simple. Okay, now if you want to delete, now we talk about deletion. Okay, now if you want to delete a particular object, how do you delete it? So you'll use the keyword del. Okay, del. So how do you use del? You'll give del, and what do you want to delete? My underscore dictionary, and I want to delete the salary that I had added, right? I want to delete the salary now. All right, and I'll print, and I'll print my dictionary. Now let's run this. What do I get? This is the initial one. This is the salary added part. This is updated, and here the salary is deleted, right? Now this is one way. There is also another way where you can delete a particular object, but I'll show you the example first, then we'll talk. Let's say value is equals to my dictionary dot pop. I'll again pop salary. I'll comment this one for the time being. My dictionary dot pop salary, and I'll say print value, and then I'll say print my dictionary. Okay, so okay, so let's run this. So what do I get? First two is the expected dictionaries that we were getting. Now what happened here is when we use the pop method, so pop method will remove the element or will remove the key value, but it will return the value. So this is useful when you want to pop an element, but at the same time you want to use the particular value as well, right? So salary is pop and its value is returned back. So I used my value here, and then when I printed, it printed the dictionary without salary, right? So there are two ways how you can delete, just using the delete keywords. So it will just remove the key value pair without returning anything. If you use pop, it will return the value of that particular key and it will delete from the dictionary. Okay. Okay. I'll comment all of this that we had done until now. Let's proceed further. Okay. Now, how do you iterate over a dictionary? The next thing is iteration. Iteration. I'll take this example below. Yeah. Okay, I'll take this down. Okay, so this is my dictionary. Now there are three things here. We have talked about keys, we have talked about values, and we have talked about we haven't, but we are going to talk about items. Okay, so you can iterate on these three things in a dictionary, right? So first thing, let's iterate over keys. For keys, for key in my dictionary dot keys, right? And print my keys. Okay, now let's see what it prints. So the first time I printed everything, my dictionary. The second time I'm just printing the keys. So my keys were name, city, name, age, and city. Same thing printed here, right? Now in the same Similar fashion we are going to use for values in my dictionary dot values, and I'll print the values. What it will print? So first the entire dictionary, the second time just the keys, third time only the values, right? So if you see, so name, age, city were my key, and the values were Alice, 25, and Bangalore, right? So this is how you print keys separately and values separately, right? And the next one that we want to see is how do we iterate over both of those, right? So you'll have to write for key and value in my dictionary dot items, right? So we first use keys, secondly we used values, the third one is items. So items will return both key and value. So you'll have to print key and value. Let's format this. Let's format key, and I'll give a colon, delete, and I'll keep the value as it is. No changes required. What am I missing? I'm missing a noted commas to close the string. Let's run this. What do I get? So it printed name as Alice, age is 25, city is Bangalore, and is the same thing as what my original dictionary was. Right? So this is how you access key values and the entire dictionaries in a iterative fashion. Right? Now we'll look at some of the dictionary methods. Right? So we'll take a look at methods. And the first one that we are going to look is clear. Clear. Right? Let's comment all of this. I'll take this dictionary down. Right? Pasted. Now what I will write is my dictionary dot clear. Okay, and I'll write print. What it will do, it will clear my dictionary, right? All of these objects will be gone. It will be just a blank dictionary here. Let's run this. What did I get? Just a blank dictionary, right? This is when I had declared my dictionary. I had printed it. After I cleared it, my dictionary is blank, right? Next thing what we want to do is copy. Copy is also in similar fashion. You just have to give a new dictionary name. I'll say new underscore dictionary is equals to my dictionary dot copy, and I'll print new dictionary, but we'll have to comment these, right? Let's run this. So what are we expecting? First time we are expecting the my dictionary to be printed. The second time I'm expecting new dictionary to be printed, right? So let's run this. Same thing, printed twice. All right. Okay. Moving forward, we have update. For update, this will update a dictionary with a key value pair, or it can use another dictionary also to update my dictionary. All right. So we'll see both. So right now we have a dictionary with name, age, city. In the same dictionary, I'm going to add my dictionary dot update, and I'll open a bracket. I'll give a dictionary notation. I'll write salary colon colon, and I'll give the value as 50,000. All right, and I'll print my dictionary. So this is one way that update will work, right? So it will add salary inside my dictionary. Okay. Now the other way is having this in a variable, or you declare this thing as a dictionary already, and then you update it, right? So I'll use the same. I'll use a different variable. I'll say So dictionary 2 is equals to, I guess, salary here. Instead of salary, I'll write height as 170. I'll write company as XYZ. Now the next thing that I want to do is again my dictionary dot update with dictionary 2, right? And then I'll print my dictionary. Now what happens here? So let's comment this. We don't no longer want this. So what we are doing, in my original dictionary, I'm adding a key value as salary. Then I have another dictionary which has height and company, two key values. So it will be again added to my dictionary, and then my dictionary will be printed. Let's run this. All right. So this print statement printed salary as 50,000. Now the next one printed height and company parameters as well in my dictionary object, right? Now next one is from keys. All right. From keys. What is this? This is used when you are unaware of what values can come in my keys, right? Say you have a list of keys that you want to add in dictionary, but you don't have the values, right? So let's say keys is equals to, I'll use the same thing, name, age, and city. Okay, let's comment everything. Keys is name, age, city, and you want to convert this to a dictionary object, right? So I'll say new dictionary is equals to dictionary dot from keys, and I'll pass my keys, right? I'll pass my key and I will give a default value. Say I right now I don't have anything, so I'll say my value is unknown to me. All right, and then I'm going to print my dictionary and then a particular parameter from it. Okay, let's run this. What do we get? So we are getting name, age, city, all three have the value of unknown, and if I access a single key, it's printing the corresponding value as unknown, right? So this is how you can declare a default dictionary when you have the keys and you don't have the values which is going to contain. Okay, now the next one is set as default. So we are going to see set default. Okay, let's comment this also. What is set default? It returns a value of key if exists, otherwise it will have a default value assigned to it, right? So let's take this example. Where is our dictionary? This is my dictionary that we are going to refer. Let's copy this. I'm going to use the same thing. Let's uncomment. So let's say we have what do we want? Again, we don't have salary here, right? So let's say I'm going to add a parameter here to check if salary is there or not. So I'll say I'll say salary is equals to my dictionary dot set default salary as 10,000. Okay, now I'll say print salary and print my dictionary. Let's run this. So what happens here is when we try to print this, I'll again print one more time just after creation of my dictionary. So I created a dictionary, I printed the values. I again set a value of salary as 10,000 and I'm printing the salary values, right? And again I'm printing my dictionary. Let's see what happens after this. You see? So initially I had a dictionary with three key values, and then I am setting a default value to my salary as 10,000, and I printed that particular values. Again, when I print my dictionary, that default value is added to my original dictionary. right? Now, the beauty to it is, if at all the salary value was present, right? So let's take another example. I'll just change few things in this one only. I'll comment the first one. So if I had a salary parameter here, right? So let's say I have salary declared as 50,000. In that case, this statement will have no effect. Okay, it will print the original value itself. Since it had salary, it's earlier in the statement, in the declaration. So this statement has no effect and it just prints whatever is there in my dictionary. Okay. Okay. So there's one more thing that I had forgot in accessing that I wanted to cover here. We had already seen one way of accessing it. So it was here, right? So we accessed using just the key reference. So what if we are trying to access a value that is not present in the dictionary, or we are trying to access a key that is not present in the dictionary? What happens then? Let's see this. Some comment. Okay. So I am trying to access names here, right? If I access names, what happens? It would throw me an error saying this key is not found, right? So it says key error names because it's not able to find names here. So in this situation, how do you safely access without getting these errors? Say I'm expecting that this might come from some of the upstream testers who would have added this parameter, but they haven't done, or they haven't pushed the code or merged the code with me. So how do I safely handle this? So in this situation, you have a thing called get operations, right? So you'll write my dictionary dot get, and what do you want to get from dictionary? You want to get the value of names, right? I want to get the value of names and I'm trying to print it. Okay. Now, if this value is not found, if the names key is not found, I want you to return not found. Okay. So if you run this, what happens? So I'm trying to access names and it is not found in my list. All right. All all right. So that's all I wanted to discuss on dictionaries. I'll see you in the next one and we'll talk about sets in Python. All right. Bye bye.